Good morning dear students, welcome once again. This time we are going to study GK for standard 7. Now in this chapter we are going to read about chapter number 17. Here you can see the name, chapter number 17 is there. Name of the chapter is elements. In order to brief about the elements, as we all know that it is made up of same kind of atom. That means it can't be divided into some other kind of atom. Okay, elements and compounds. The basic difference between element and compound is element is made up of only one kind of atom. That means if I am going to say mercury, that means it contains only mercury. But if I am going to name a compound like water, it is composed of two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. So a compound is made up of two different kinds of atom, right, or more kind of atom, whereas elements are pure substances. They are made of only one kind of atom. Moreover, out of 118 chemical elements, right now 94 are occurring in the nature. Now let's begin our session with some of the questions relating to the elements. The first question is an orange-pink element. Orange-pink element, it is used to make electrical wires and cables. So you have to name the element which is used in electrical cables and wires. Very familiar, very famous element it is. It is copper. Okay, which is used for making electrical wires and cables. Another question is, this element turns to liquid at room temperature. Name the element which is liquid at room temperature, and another name of it is quicksilver, also known as quicksilver. So it is mercury, MERCURY. If you can't able to see the answer, you refer to your answer keys. Okay, mercury, because this is the element that turns into liquid, or which is found in liquid state only during the room temperature or at room temperature. Okay, it is liquid at the room temperature, so it is mercury. Moreover, another name of it is quicksilver. Another question is a white colored element. It is a white colored element used in developing of photographic negatives. White colored element used for producing what? Used for producing photographic negative. In earlier time there was a photography, okay, in which big rolls are being inserted. You might have remembered, right? So negatives are being warranted by people, or through negative we make the photography. So name that white colored element that was used in making of negatives of the photograph. It is silver. Okay, SILVER, silver. Silver is the element which is used in photographic negatives. Another question is, a deficiency of this leads to disease called goiter. The very famous question. Disease, goiter is formed, or this disease gets developed due to deficiency of which element? It is iodine, IODINE, right? So the deficiency of iodine causes goiter. Now another question is used in the process of galvanization, right? So this process is used in the process of galvanization. What is galvanization? Covering a metal with some other metal so that rust or rusting can't be done, or to avoid the rusting. Okay, we use this process galvanization. So name this element which is used in the process of galvanization. While electroplating an iron object, that means when we try to protect the iron from rusting, we used to put the plate of this element over it. This is zinc. Okay, zinc is used in electroplating of iron. Another question is it is used for giving a white polish to custom jewelry. So this element is used to give a white polish to costume jewelry. That is rhodium, RHODIUM. Rhodium is the answer. Okay. Now you have to identify these elements with the help of symbol. So Cu stands for copper. Cuprum is the name. Okay, Latin name is cuprum. That's why the symbol Cu is given for it. Copper. Au stands for gold, aurum. Pb stands for lead, right? Plumbum. Okay. Ag stands for silver, argentum, which we used to know as Hg, hydrargyrum. It is mercury. Mercury element has the symbol of Hg, and Sn is tin. Okay, so these are the famous elements with their symbols, famous symbol. You must remember these symbols because you have to play with these symbols and these names. Okay, always in the higher classes, in 9, 10 as well as in 8. Okay, so you must read all these and learn it. Okay, moving on to the next chapter. It is circulatory system. So heart, veins, arteries, okay, capillaries. That means this circulatory system, okay, comprised mainly of heart and the veins. Arteries and veins constitute circulatory system. Okay, so relating to this, let's see some of the important questions. The blood from the heart is carried to the other parts of the body by the dash. That means the blood from the heart is carried to other parts by what? By arteries. Okay, it is the arteries that carry the blood from heart to different parts of the body. And if the blood is carried from different parts of the body to the heart, that is veins, right? Yes, very famous question it is. Now the red blood cells contain a pigment. What do we call that red pigment that is present in blood, because of which it has its color? Is hemoglobin, right? Hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is the answer. Okay, because of which blood is red. It is due to this pigment, hemoglobin. It is red in color. Another question is the arteries and the veins are joined by a network of dash. Wherever arteries and veins join together, it is capillaries. Okay, so network of joining of arteries and veins is capillaries. Another question is dash cause the clotting of the blood. The clotting of the blood is caused by what component of the blood? Platelets. Very famous questions these are. Platelets are responsible for causing the clotting of blood. Okay? Yes. The two upper chambers of the heart are called dash. It is atria, atrium. You can say upper chambers are atria, and lower chambers are ventricles. Right? You might have read in the structure of heart. Dash is the fluid part of the blood. The fluid part of the blood, the liquid part of the blood is plasma. Plasma, right? Plasma is the liquid part of the blood. Okay, which is yellowish in color. If we remove the hemoglobin from the blood, the color of the liquid is yellow. Okay, so it is the fluid part of the blood which is yellow in color, plasma. The dash carries pure blood from lungs to the heart. Name the famous vein that carries the pure blood from lungs to the heart. It is pulmonary vein. Okay, pulmonary, P-U-L-M-O-N-A-R-Y. Pulmonary means lung. Okay, so pulmonary vein carries the pure blood from lungs to the heart. And the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of heart is called dash. Yes, it is heartbeat. The rhythmic contraction and relaxation, lub-dub. Okay, lub-dub is the sound given, and the contraction and relaxation is called heartbeat. Okay. Yes. Moving on to the next chapter. Okay. We have diseases. Okay. First question, you have to name true or false, you have to give, but these are famous diseases. Nephritis is the inflammation of kidneys. Absolutely true. Nephron lies in kidney. The structural and functional unit of kidney is nephron. So nephritis is the inflammation of the kidneys. It is true. Very correct. Okay. Another question is, the Ebola disease is named after a river in the Democratic Republic of Congo. So Ebola disease is named after a river in Democratic Republic of the Congo. Yes, it is true. Correct only. Ebola disease gets its name from the river of Democratic Republic of Congo. Another question is, tonsillitis is an infectious viral disease that affects the central nervous system and can cause temporary or permanent paralysis. Okay, so temporary or permanent paralysis causing disease is polio, not your tonsillitis. So it is false. Okay, it is an infectious viral disease that affects the central nervous system and can cause temporary or permanent paralysis. It is polio, not the tonsillitis. Okay, tonsillitis is the disease of a neck. Mumps is an infectious viral disease. Mumps is an infectious viral disease causing swelling of the parotid salivary glands in the face. The salivary gland which is present in your face or in the mouth. Okay, that is an infectious viral disease, and that swelling of parotid salivary gland causes the mumps. That is absolutely correct. True. Another question is, measles is a type of influenza that primarily affects the birds but can also be transmitted to the humans. Measles is a type of influenza that primarily affects the birds. I don't think so. Measles is a disease which primarily affects the human only. Okay, and can be transmitted to human. It is not actually transmitted to human. Actually, it is a disease. Okay, that is primarily a disease of humans only. So it is a false statement. Another question is, hepatitis is an inflammation of spinal cord. False, because hepatitis is an inflammation of liver. Okay, hepatitis, and most commonly caused by viral infection. Okay, whether it is viral or not, first statement is only wrong, so it is false. Another question is, typhoid fever is a bacterial disease caused by Salmonella typhi. Yes, see the name of the causative organism or the organism which is responsible for causing typhoid fever is Salmonella typhi, typhoid. That's why, and it is bacterial disease. Absolutely true. It's correct statement only. Salmonella typhi is responsible for causing typhoid fever. Another question is, tuberculosis is a chronic disease that occurs when the pancreas does not produce enough insulin. That disease which is caused due to improper functioning of pancreas is diabetes, not the tuberculosis. Okay, so it is a false statement. Clear? Yes, so it is false, right? Moving on to the next chapter, branches of science. Now here we need to learn about the branch of science. You have to identify the study of what disease is called what. Okay, so the study of the diagnosis and treatment of skin disorder. If you have a skin disorder or if you have a disease of the skin, you go to dermatology. So study and diagnosis of treatment of skin disorder is called dermatology. It is dermatology that is related with the study of skin and skin diseases. Okay, so it is dermatology. Another question is, the scientific study of the moon. The scientific study of the moon is called selenology. Yes, here it is selenology. Here it is selenology. Okay. G. Okay. So the scientific study of the moon. Everyone write down. It's selenology. Here only in the G it is written. Okay. Scientific study of the moon. Moon study is called selenology. The study of birds is called ornithology. Right. Ornithology is also, I think, somewhere. Okay, it is at the top. The study of the birds is called ornithology, as you might be knowing. Right. Another question is the study of the relation of organism to each other and their environment. The study of that particular organism, communication or interaction of organism with the organism and with the physical and chemical factors of the environment is called what? Ecosystem. So the study of relation of organism to each other and their environment is called ecology. Okay, so it is ecology, that is the study of relation of organisms to each other and their environment. Right. Another question is the study of the treatment of the disorder of the eye. If you have any eye problem, you go to ophthalmologist. So it is the study of treatment of disorder of the eye, ophthalmology. Kindly note down the spelling ophthalmology. Ophthalmologist, one who takes care of our eye diseases, is ophthalmologist. So these are very simple. Okay. Now another question, the study of the atmosphere and weather predictions. Everybody know about this one. Okay. The study of the atmosphere and weather prediction, it is meteorology. Here it is meteorology. Okay. The study of the atmosphere and weather predictions. Another question is your study of the uses and effects of medicine. That means medicinal study is known as pharmacology. In C it is given pharmacology. Okay. So the study and uses of medicine is being read in the parts of pharmacology. Okay. Yes. Now the study of human beings is called what? The study of human behavior, anthropology. Okay. The study of human beings, the behavior and characteristic of human being is being read in anthropology. The J1. Okay. Anthropology. The study of the mind and behavior of human being, mind and behavior, it is psychology. Okay. Psychology is study about human mind and behavior. So it is psychology. Right? Yes. And the study of the past, that means the study of our ancient times, it is archaeology. Here it is ARCHAEOLOGY, archaeology. The study of the past is called archaeology. Right? Yes. So these are the famous terms which are given to different studying groups. Okay. Branches of science, these are, right? Branches of science. Now moving on to the next. It is a brain teaser type of thing. That means you have to apply the brains and then you have to solve it out. Okay. Let's see what it is. In a certain code language, okay, in a certain code language, horse is written as FQPUC. Here you can see horse is written as FQPUC. Horse also has 5 letters. FQPUC also has 5 letters. How horse is written as FQPUC? H is written as F. Okay, that means if we go from bats, F, G, then H. So how you are going to write basket? B. That means the first letter will be your backwards. Z, A, B. So it will be Z. Can be written for the B. Right? So in this way you can decode it. O is written as Q. So O, after that P is there, after P, Q is there, that means for second letter A, then B is there, we have to skip the B, C will come, so C, okay, right? In this way you need to decode. R is written as P, again going backwards, P, Q, skipping R, so S, okay? P, Q, R, S, that means S will be written as Q, Q, R, S, right? In this way you can relate first these two letters, then you can correlate this word. Fourth letter S, after S T will be there, then it is written U. In the same way, if K is there, after K L comes, we skip L and then we write M, so K will be written as M, and then E is there, then you have to again count backwards for E. C is written, C, D, E, so C, D, skipping E, so you have to write E as what? E, F, G, we have to go backwards, C, C, D, E, so C will be written in place of E. In this way you can decode the thing and you can get the answer, okay? In this way you can decode it. Another question is in the word apple, how many letters occupy the same position as they occupy in the English alphabet? Suppose if I am writing A, B, C, D, E, the same alphabet is going and apple is written. How many alphabet are in the same position? A, so first alphabet A is in its position, then B, here comes P, so it can't be matched. C, no. D, it also doesn't match. E, yes, E is in the same position. So these two letters A and E are in the same position. That's why two alphabets are in the same position. Understood? Yes. Third question. If you take out the name of an animal from the word pirate, here one name of the animal is hidden. And if you take out that animal name, then the name of which desert will be left? Then a desert name will be left, right? So rat is the name which is hidden inside it. If we remove the rat, it will be P-I-E, pie, okay, which is the name of famous desert, okay, pie, desert. A sweet food is called sweet food, okay. Pie means sweet food, right? It is not a desert, D-E-S-E-R-T, which means sand. It is desert, D-E-S-S-E-R-T, right? So now another question is, if the word abolishment is arranged in an alphabetical order, if abolishment is arranged in alphabetical order means A will be there, then B, then C. If C is not here, we can't take C. Then D is also not here. E is there, so E will be placed over here. So if we arrange it in alphabetical order, A, B, E, then H, right? Then I. In this way, this will be arranged. So your arrangement will be A, B, E, H, I, L, M, N, O, S, T. Okay. So the letter that will be right in the middle is L. Okay. In this way, you have to do it. Now another question is, if you take out the word list and then name of an ornament from the word blistering, how many letters will be left? If you take out list and name of ornament, name of the ornament is ring. So if you take out ring and list, only B and E will be left. So two alphabets will be left. Okay. So if we take out the list and ring, only two alphabets will be left, right? In the name of how many months you will found only one vowel. A, E, I, O, U is the vowel. So if I am going to take January, it has more than one vowel, so we can't take January. February also has more than one vowel, right? So if I am going to talk about June, U and E, that also has more than one vowel. So you have to find out the names of only those months that have only one vowel. Okay, like your May is there, M-A-Y, right? Only one vowel A is there, right? So May is an example, right? July is your another example, J-U-L-Y. So in this way you have to take out the names of months. It will be 3 months. Calculate it, okay? In which there is only one vowel, okay? Now, which letters will logically replace the question mark in the following sequence? This is a sequence. You have to replace the question mark. Z is there, Y is there, X is there. Then what will be there? So it will be written in back direction. U, V, W will come. X, Y, Z. So here W will come as first letter. And A, B skipping C is there, D skipping E is there, F skipping G will come. So WG is the right answer. Okay, you have to use your brains and you have to do it. Okay? Yes. Now another question, in a certain code language, if LANGUAGE is written as LEAGNAGU, okay, language, then how will you write semolina, SCMOLINA in that language? See, L will be same, L is there, so S will be same, S will be there. Now for A we write E, right? B, C, D skipping, then E will be there. So if E is there, F, G, H, I, no, this will not go. If language is written as Nagu, okay, then how you are going to write it? L, okay, first letter is taken, then last letter is taken, mind you, okay, then first letter is taken, then last letter is taken, okay, in this way it will be cracked. L, E, A, G, then again N, then A. In this way, first you have to take the first letter, then last letter, then first letter, then last letter, then first letter, then last letter. In this way you have to crack it out. That's why the answer is Saineol. Okay, you do it on your own. Okay? Yes, that is the key. Now it's a time to note down your homework. Okay? You have to learn all the chapters. Okay? You have to learn the chapters, these chapters 17 to 21 or 22, whatever it is. Okay? So learn all those chapters. That will be your homework, mind you. So you have to learn chapter 17, 19, 20, 21 and 22. This is your homework. That's it for today. In my next class, I am again going to come up with more interesting things. Okay, as far as GK is concerned. So till then, have a nice day. Have a wonderful day. Bye.